What's up, guys? So I am officially back after almost 3.5 months. I had re-injured my hip. I'm finally back out throwing a little bit. So I'm out here today at the First Baptist Augusta course, just out here doing a little bit of a hip rehab, trying to get back into throwing a little bit. So this will be very rusty. Had an issue with my hip back in February. Not sure exactly what has happened, but the good news is that nothing's torn. The bad news is that they can't figure it out. So after a cortisone shot and some physical therapy, I'm finally back to doing some more active stuff. So out here today, gonna throw some shots. Again, probably could get pretty ugly, but we're just gonna focus on getting the form back down and seeing how well I can shoot. This will be the first time I've been throwing in quite a while. So we'll see how this goes. All right, let's start with the tomb. Oh man, let's see how this goes. Oh. Well, not terrible, not great. I should have also mentioned that it is incredibly windy out here today. We had a big storm that came through earlier this morning, and so hopefully that will not mess me up too bad either. Ooh. Another part of taking 3 months off is learning how these discs fly again. There we go, that's more like it. Now sit. Right, now let's go with what I would actually throw, the forehand. I'm gonna go with Troja and then crossbow. Oh, that did not feel great. But the result was great. All right, let's go crossbow. Yep, just like that. All right, so I fully expect the part to be the most rusty will be my putting. See if the form is anything like what it used to be. All right. Oh, it feels so weird. But got the birdie, so that's all that matters. So it feels good to be back out here throwing, but it also feels incredibly awkward when you haven't really gripped a disc in 2 or 3 months, when you haven't been doing your run-ups and all the things that really just become routine as far as how your body works. Getting back into that routine is definitely the trickiest part. So that's what I'm out here doing today, is just trying to get my body back in that rhythm, and also to make sure I don't overdo all this rotation on my hip. So seeing how that'll feel. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm incredibly excited to let you know that we now have concrete pads. I think I mentioned something about this in previous videos, but we finally had it happen. And y'all, I got these installed right after I injured myself. And so you can imagine the torture that it was for me to see these things installed, to come out here and lay them out, and then not be able to play on them. So this is my first time actually getting to test them out. They're very grippy. Really excited about these. Now, I know some people are gonna say this. I've already had a couple people say it. These are shorter tee pads. They're just as wide, but they're a little bit shorter. And part of that is because we have shorter holes. So I didn't feel like we needed to take up more space than we needed to. So if you ever come out here, you'll notice that some of these are a little bit shorter, but overall it shouldn't really affect the throw all that much. We just wanted to make sure that people had a nice clean surface to throw off of, especially because out here it doesn't drain too well. So going with a new disc to my bag, by the way. This is the Clash Spice, a disc that I was excited to try before I injured myself, and we'll see how it flies. Oh man, this wind is strong. Oh yeah, that's clean. Oh yeah, that disc is way more overstable than I thought. I'm gonna try this Roman just for fun. That's pretty good too. Again, got a lot of wind today. It's kind of left to right headwind. I'm gonna go with a new tomb to my bag. New metal flake tomb with a team stamp. This could get ugly though. Oh, yep. Where did that go? Oh my goodness, the wind kept it up and now it's on the field. Let's try another one. Going with my straighter tomb. Oh boy. Let's go with the mid-range. We're gonna go with the Dragon Zing here. Oh baby. Go in. Oh, a little ace on my first time back? That would be sweet. All right, so I came up a lot shorter than I wanted to. Normally I'm right at the basket, but as I'm getting into this, I'm gonna have to learn to start trusting my hip a little bit more on that follow through. So came up a little short. Real first tester putt here. Oh, let's go. Maybe I need to start taking 3 months off more often. I can't even begin to tell y'all how excited I am about these tee pads. Make a huge difference and they plant so good. So hole 3, 255. Again, a lot of wind, but I'm still gonna try my over the top play here. Oh, too low. Those trees just keep getting taller and taller. Let's try to go straight at it here. Have not thrown a hyzer flip, and this is definitely a shot I'm nervous about, but we got to get better somehow. Going flippy tomb. Oh. Wow. That actually worked out pretty good. I'll do one more. All right, we'll go Kang here. This is a new Kang to my bag. Perfect hyzer flip disc right out of the box. Oh, you see though, too flippy. All right, that's definitely something I gotta continue to work on. All right, definitely came up short after clipping that tall tree. I will say, if you watch these other videos, you know I like to play that over the top shot, but those trees are finally growing in, and I knew they would, which is why I didn't want them taken down. So now it might be time to start playing that up the middle. But got a long putt here. I was fortunate to get the last one, but the way the putt's feeling, hopefully I can just give this one a little run. Or go in. Unfortunately, gonna take my first par of the round, but hey, not mad about it. Can easily fix that shot. So here's where my straight one landed, so this might have to start being my play. Not bad. So after the first 3 holes, hip is feeling pretty good. I don't want to jinx it, so we'll knock on some wood, but everything's feeling pretty solid. Throw is feeling just a little bit off. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but the timing definitely has to be something I work on, especially with the backhand. But this is the first hole where I really gotta put that hip to the test as far as throwing a little bit harder. This is the longest hole at 285. I'm gonna go with my new Roman and just try to put something out there and let the disc crash back in. So, and I'll say, out of all the holes we need tee pads on, this was definitely the hole that we needed it. This was just complete marsh and mud and nasty stuff. So thankful to have this tee pad. See how this one goes here. Little bit early. Yep, it's down there, a little early though. New disc to the bag. Second run FD. If you know, you know. Got a brand new one here. Super excited to throw it. Oh, and it flies like a daggum dream. Oh, I love that. Straight, nice and stable, late fade. I'm gonna go with this Equine Zing once again. If you don't know about this, it's kind of a straight to stable mid-range. Plenty of glide. See if it gets there. Definitely got the distance. Look at that flight. Yeah, beautiful. All right, ended up right on the edge of the woods here. Thankfully got enough room to kind of work, but wind's picking back up. Gonna try to give this one a little more spin. Oh. That wind picked up right when I putted. Not to make excuses, but it did have that nice drop at the end. Don't want to give up another one. All right, hole 5. This is not negotiable. Got to get a birdie on this one. Just a nice little soft sidearm. Again, a lot of wind today, so I'm gonna go Troja, let the disc do the work. Hung it out wide enough. Now scoot a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. You already know we got to try for the ace. Let's go crossbow. Whew. Man, that arm's feeling it. Nope. Oh, if it drops, it's good. Oh, got the Troja and the crossbow, which, by the way, are very similar disc. Said I needed a birdie and got it. All right, we're on to hole 6. Sorry about the barking dogs here. This one has changed a lot as these trees have grown in. This makes it a lot more difficult of a shot. where you actually have to hit a gap now and just have it fade over there. I don't even know if you can see the basket, but just gonna try to coast this wings over there. Yanked it, but somehow that got through everything. Got to battle through the distraction here. That's more like it right there. If that would have been thrown with that first disc, that would be perfect. Let's go with the zone, something more stable. There it is. Yeah, right under it. I think this is honestly the first time I've ever been under this tree the entire time I've played this course, but got some wind, got some birds on the basket now, and got to step out. First straddle of the day. Oh! Not a bad putt, just got to get it down a little bit. All right, you already know, hole 7, 180 feet. This is the hole that you're going to ace out here if you come out here and play. It's wide open. Only thing is, got a lot of wind today, but I'll give you a nice little montage. I'll probably empty my bag on this one. If there's any that's close, I'll make sure you see it. Oh, that one's pretty good. Oh, that could be it. Fade. Oh. Oh my. How? Oh my goodness. You always know it's windy whenever the chains rattle and nothing's hit them. But man, it has definitely picked up here in the last like 15 minutes or so. Makes these 15 footers even scarier. Ooh, thank goodness. All right, hole 8, going into a straight headwind, 190 feet. I'm gonna go zone just to fight this headwind here. Oh, a little low, fade over there, skip. All right. I believe it will stay up and go in. Whew. I'm gonna try one kind of like turnover. Oh, drop. Not bad, not bad. All right, we'll leave it at that. All right, so my zone is right here, so that's an easy putt. So I'm gonna putt from this one just to get some practice in, especially with this kind of wind. I got about 20 feet left here. And y'all, putting is definitely gonna have to be worked on. Oh, yeah. Even when I put them good, they don't go in. That's gonna need some work, but oh well. First time in 3 months, I'll take it. All right, y'all, we are on to the final hole here. Y'all, you may or may not be asking the question, you know, what's coming up next? Honestly, y'all, it's gonna be a lot of rehab, but I am planning on starting to get into more courses. I also have a very special announcement in the next video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And then I'm gonna be doing some disc reviews. But guys, got a lot of good videos hopefully coming up here in the near future, assuming that the hip does well. But I'm gonna go spice here once again, try to hang it out. We got a straight headwind once again. And let's get this birdie and get out of here. And that should do it. Oh my goodness, fade. Man, that wind is strong today. Just for kicks and giggles, let's go roaming. Oh, and that one doesn't have a chance. Skip on. And it's inbounds, barely. Well guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. It is great to be making content for you guys once again. And looking forward to making more videos. Again, stay tuned for that next one. Very special announcement. Got some exciting things in the works. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe, because hopefully I'll be pumping videos out over the next few weeks. Again, everything is predicated on how the hip is doing. But thanks for the good words and the positive vibes, and I'll catch you in the next one.